I want to tell you a little bit about lead generation and the three words. Well, never, yeah, three words I want to say is never give up. Okay. This is the most important lesson you can learn when you're actively pursuing your lead generation. So, the whole key is to keep calling people, keep emailing them until they tell you to shut up or they unsubscribe from you or they hang up, even if they hang up on you and if they tell you to stop, then you stop, of course. But what I want to share with you is something that just happened to us. We're doing some cold outreach where we have some affiliates that are working for us and more that join on board all the time to sell Google Maps positioning to different groups of businesses. So this is B2B that I'm talking about right now. And we're right now working with a lot of chiropractors because I have really good results with chiropractors getting on the top 3 of Google Maps. So we have people going after that, and then we have people that are working with plumbers, and so and real estate agents, and so we have different cold outreach that we're doing. Now with the real estate, most of those are warm leads because people know me and they know what I've been doing for 40 years. I've been a realtor and I also own other businesses. So I meet a lot of agents that way. And so through my coaching and teaching, and all of people have been following my blog for years and years. So those are warm, right? But I'm going to talk about cold outreach here. So while you're doing your cold outreach, what we do is we create a spreadsheet. We just kind of do it the old-fashioned way when we're testing it. We make our list, we go in and we do our strategy of who we're going to reach out to, and then we put them all on a spreadsheet, and we take a screenshot of where they're going to be, where they're at, whatever evidence it is that we want to show them, we get screenshots of that. So then what happens is our ISAs, our callers, appointment setters, we call them ISAs. You can call them inside salespeople or lead generation callers, whatever you want to call them, appointment setters. And so one of our guys that's doing this, and he's very good at this, he's been calling now for about, I would think 5 days now. He just started 5 days ago. He makes an average of about 20 calls per day, but that also includes research, because there's a lot of research we do. We don't just use scraper tools and just do anybody. We don't like to lie to people that they can be in the map. So if they're number 40 on the map right now, we're not going to be able to help them unless they're planning to invest a long time in their systems, because other people ahead of them on the map are hiring SEO companies like ourselves to do the work for them. Okay. So we have to be very strategic, because I don't want to tell people that we can get them in Google Maps in the top 3 we're not going to, number 1, if we're not going to be able to, and number 2, if it's going to take a super, super long time. So what's happening, so then he has to do his research too. So this process takes about 2 hours for a VA to do right now. Now we're looking at ways where we can make this shorter, but right now this is how we're doing it. And I believe this is going to be the best way to do this. Then what he did was, and then he makes all his notes. They're very good notes about what happens. Very interesting. So we just got our first, out of the 5 days of calling, we just got our first lead cold lead turning warm. And what happened was, and this is the lesson I want to tell you, never to give up, is the chiropractor that called, he didn't call us, he emailed us back. So so the situation is we make the cold call. Then we ask for the email address, even though we have the email address. We ask for the email address from the receptionist or whatever. Sometimes they'll say, send us the information. A lot of times the receptionists don't want to help at all. And so then we just go ahead and email anyway, right? So in this situation, he made the call and the receptionist said, we're not interested. And she just hung up the phone. He sent the email anyway, and we got an email from the doctor himself saying, I am interested. Tell me more. When can we meet and talk? You see, so usually what people do when that receptionist would say, we're not interested, and hang up, they cross that lead off the list. You don't want to do that. Number 1, the receptionist is not the chiropractor. The receptionist is not the owner of the company in most cases. The receptionist is getting paid to answer the phone. Many times they're rude. I have seen so many bad reviews from people who say that the people who answer the phone in doctors' offices and chiropractors' offices are rude on the phone. I get that a lot. So if you're having that problem in your company, you might want to reach out to me because we can set you up with a really nice human virtual receptionist who will not be rude to your patients and customers. Anyway, so that's something else we can do for you. Anyway, so we are now going to have that appointment with this gentleman, and it's very exciting because when you understand that that person answering the phone is not the person, sorry about that, is if you understand that the person usually answering the phone is not the decision maker, and you still need to get through to the decision maker, don't worry about what that front person at the front desk says. Just do not worry about it. Don't let it affect you. Don't worry about the rejection. Don't worry about the no. Don't worry about them hanging up. Send the email anyway. And then you're going to wait a few days. And if no one answers the email in a couple of weeks, you're going to call back again. Maybe you'll get in a better mood, or maybe the doctor himself will answer the phone during his lunch break. So there you have it. Those are some tips you can use. Just remember, never give up.